Today is a day that I won't soon forget. A day not marked by the amount of tears that I may have wept or the amount of time I might have spent pacing or writing, but a day marked only by the amount of faith I might have lost in humanity. Let me preface this a bit. My younger brother's birthday is coming up, and I went online to look for a gift for him. And I thought, what better gift than Cards Against Humanity? A fantastic game that I've enjoyed with a lot of my friends. One that is a bit dirty at times. One that does not claim to be one that is politically correct. In fact, if you read the side of the box, it says it's for horrible people. Much to my chagrin, when I went on to Google Cards Against Humanity to find their website, I came across a news story. A story that talked about a card that was intended to be pulled from the game because of a Tumblr Slacktivist. As many of you know who have played the game, many of you who have not, yes, a lot of the cards can be incredibly offensive. Some of them are just downright dirty. But as I read the story and found out which card it was, I was just instantly disappointed. The card that this Slacktivist wanted to be pulled from the game was simply passable transvestites. If you've never played the game before, basically one player lays down a scenario, a black card, that has a fill in the blank in a sentence, such as what keeps me up at night, blank. And a player other than him or her plays a white card down, one of the cards being passable transvestites. One that is so timid and mild and so utterly inoffensive that I have no reason to understand why it should have been pulled. The Tumblr post by this individual who was pushing for its ban depicted them holding up the card, lighting it on fire, and dumping it into what I can only assume is a toilet. Reading on, you find that the post has over 50,000 notes. And there was actually an official reply from one of the Cards Against Humanity creators who said that he didn't like the card as they made it, and he issued an official apology. So what does get me down about this story? What upsets me so much? Is it the fact that we live in a culture where someone can cry something is universally offensive, something that doesn't necessarily affect them at all? It's a card in a game. It did not say, you are a transvestite, and it scares me that you are passable. The card does not say that. In fact, it's not directed at a single person. It's just a simple joke. That does not upset me. Does the apology upset me? To a degree, yes. If an online Slacktivist can trend a post that is so downright juvenile to push a creator of one of the most popular party games, one that claims to be offensive, one that claims to be for people 18 and up, which, knowing most Tumblr users, the person who was pushing for the ban of this card was probably 14 years old, or, knowing Tumblr, a 14-year-old trapped in a 25-year-old's body. But I digress. It is when these Slacktivists can make such an impact on the internet that they can coerce an apology from these companies that bothers me. How are we to know what is universally offensive? How are we to know what is universally funny? It's a gray spectrum, and these people who are pushing for bans on something as simple as a dirty card game are what annoy me so much. You see, our society is so founded on instant gratification. When something offends us, we want other people to know immediately, and we have an avenue in which to express it. We want swift justice. We want apologies, and we want them now. and we will go to any length to receive them. When a family member dies, we want a pat on the back immediately, telling us that they are in a better place. That it's okay, that we don't need to think. We just need to feel what upsets us and move on. I don't want life to work this way. What upsets me the most, even more so than the fact that this person was able to coerce an apology out of something that was not offensive directly at that person, something that is so immature and inane. What upsets me is that we have a forum in which these people are applauded, in which we have a battlefield, in which we can see this conflict, and we root for the person who was upset. The big nasty company with their dirty jokes has no place to tell us what we can and can't laugh at. If you don't like the card after you've purchased the game and it offends you, by all means, remove it. Take it out. Censor yourself. But do not censor everyone. You have no right to tell me what I can and cannot laugh at. You have no right to tell me what is and what is not offensive. I am more than willing to discuss. I am more than willing to listen. But censorship and sanitization are what will ruin our society and our spread of information, our spread of laughter. Something that transcends the offended. Something that can blast through prejudices. Something that can take away from what we hold dear, what we believe, what we have such bias about, and bring us closer together with other people, with a laugh, with a joke, realizing that maybe we shouldn't hang on to these beliefs so strongly to the point that we can get instantly offended just by hearing the word or seeing it in a dirty joke. One that is even circumstantial in a game. I am sad. Very sad. And I don't know how to move forward from here. If we allow these people to keep getting our way, their way, if we allow this to keep happening, we will not have any more laughter. We will be prevented from sharing with close friends the one thing that makes us human. Humor.